You know be wise for Lagos, you know be wise for anywhere. You understand? Few kids. Bad dude. Oh shit.
There's another point right here, and this is how we put it on paper for everybody to and yes, this is Lagos, and this is also my Lagos experience
give them a bad
so if you ask me, it is due to club because we have another youth, but we eat in the house today.
You call it in my elbow.
As always, I am your host,
Seki makupa rikata.
Yes, my guest today that the audience are waiting to hear from is the #1 youth, Ojokoro LCDA, the coordinator of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ojokoro local chapter. That is our comrade Sulaiman Aziz Emmanuel. Nice to have you around, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, the affairs of the youth in Ojokoro. Oh, let me get started this way. Comrade Sulaiman Aziz Emmanuel. The names seems to be contradicting each other. Where do you really belong?
Actually,
okay.
My name is Comrade Sulaiman. My dad was a Muslim.
Okay.
But my mom is a Christian.
Okay.
So I decided to follow my mom's religion.
So you jump the fence. You go with small.
Something like that.
All right.
In the last local government election,
okay,
from Ward E, Ojokoro LCDA, it was an interesting and feisty election. It gives me room for relating to the grassroots because there's this saying that people are saying that politics is local, politics purely local. People from the grassroots, you have to relate with them, know their journeys, know what they want in the community. Because I'm a community person, so I decided to contest, and it was an interesting election. Give glory to God how it unfolded.
That response seems to be padded with so much words. You give glory to God how it unfolded. So should we be expecting you to be sworn in the next few days?
Actually, I didn't know much. Okay. I stepped down for another qualified and competent co-aspirant like me.
Okay.
Which his name is Comrade Shokunbi Keji. Tomorrow on Sunday, precisely, he will be sworn in as the councillor representing what in the Jokoro LCDA.
All right, the journey up to this moment. What was your plan? Were you trying to combine the coordinatorship of the youth with the voice of the world together?
Actually, the reason why I contested is very simple. This is my third year in office as the coordinator of Ojokoro local branch, and I have gathered a lot of experience. I've gathered a lot of exposure. I've gathered a lot of so many things knowledge-wise. I've gained political knowledge. I've gained useful knowledge. So many knowledge. So I decided to contest so that I can share. I can impart my community what I've gathered in youth space. So that will give me the barrier to contest.
But in the youth space, as you claim, you happen to be number one.
Yes.
And you wanted to restrict yourself to number one in the local government. And you wanted to
space.
Yes. And you wanted to restrict yourself to the world. Yes, that may not be youth space, but what is world? It's like a king of a particular country to go and emerge a chief of a state.
It is very interesting. The reason why I did that was we need to put governance in a good perspective at the local level.
Okay.
Contesting, you have to move with the old women, the community, the CDA members, the landlord in your community, the disabled, the special people in the community.
Okay.
So it's not only leading or
so it won't just be youth affair.
No. It will be all inclusive leadership and governance. So that's why I said let me try my best. So I can give a good dividend of democracy to the people of what precisely.
All right, the program remain my neighbor's experience on Ipapo Radio. You can call in to join us on 091-2222-7433, 091-2222-7433. You can as well drop your comments, suggestions, contributions, or questions on Facebook, Ipapo Radio, Instagram, Ipapo_radio, YouTube, Ipapo Radio, WhatsApp channel, Ipapo Radio, X handle, formerly Twitter, Ipapo Radio, and we still have with us Comrade Sulaiman Aziz, Emmanuel, number one youth. I call him, and when we are calling that, you should drop your heart. Number one youth, Ojokoro LCDA. Yes, the journey of youth leadership up till this time, how has it been?
It has been very, 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 very interesting, tough. I would say tough because to leadership is not easy. It's a big task. It requires a lot of sacrifice. It requires a lot of challenges. It requires a lot of challenges. It says that for you to do a program, each program, it requires funding. So it always gives us a huge challenge to get sponsors, to source for the best sponsors for our programs, because we engage in different programs, different youth programs, advocacy like centralization of electoral voters education, and say no to courtesan, say no to domestic violence. So many advocacy we always embark on. So it's always challenging to get from for programs, but once in a while, the government of our local government do support, but it is not always every time. We have to go out to source for funds, individuals, and philanthropists within the community. So it has been challenging and interesting also.
Aside from the issue of sourcing for funds, has there been other major challenge?
No, not really. The other challenge I would say is that youth of nowadays they are not ready to participate in youth enlightenment activities
that will make positive impact.
they always say that Yoruba balance àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ṣe nǹkan, and if you decide to don't participate in youthful activities or politics precisely, because you can't take away politics from youth activities.
Definitely.
They are interwoven. So Youth Council is a voluntary organization. It's not a profitable organization. It's involved in volunteerism. So it's always challenging one way or the other. So, but when our youth are zealous, they are enthusiastic in development of the community. You can't do without activities of youth in the community.
But how do you now manage and coordinate the youths of the local government, putting in consideration the fact that they will have, as always, divergent opinions? According to you now, a lot of people will not want to participate.
It is very good to mingle with different scatter of youths.
Okay.
We have youths that are educated, we have youths that are mainly educated, and we have youths that are not educated.
Okay.
As a leader, you have to mingle with all of them, persuade them, you sit with them, you drink with them, you watch football with them. By doing so, they pick interest of coming into the youth circle.
Now let's look at it. Your emergence as the youth coordinator.
Yes.
How was it like? Were you given on a platter of gold? Was it an easy ride?
It was highly competitive. When I contested, I think we were 5 contestants.
For the office of the coordinator?
Yes. Wow. Back then, 2022, if I'm not mistaken, 2022.
Wow.
It was highly competitive. We went for screening, we went for interviews, we went for so many rigorous exercise, so that you can pick the youth that the most competent, the youth that is useful and useful. So that it will, the youth they will pick it to make impact
within the
society. So far so good. It has been an interesting journey.
So we still have in-house comrade Sulaiman Aziz Emmanuel, the #1 youth for Jokoro LCDA, coordinator of National Youth Council of Nigeria, in the studio here on My Lagos Experience. And you can join us on Facebook, that is Ifako Radio, on Twitter, Ifako Radio, on YouTube, Ifako Radio, on WhatsApp channel, Ifako Radio, and Instagram, Ifako_radio. We await your call as well on 091 222 091 2222 7433. We'll be right back. I observe some messages and e-flyers on the social networks coming from your own branch as the NYCN. Is there any program in place?
Yesterday we did World Skill Day. We empowered we empowered over 150 youths yesterday in different skill acquisition. We train them on soap making. We train them on tie and dye. We train them on shoe making, and we also train them on what is the last one now, on cupcakes making. Cupcake.
Okay, but I thought you said sourcing for fund has been so rigorous, and you could still go about empowering 150 youths.
Well, the training we did yesterday, we had a sponsor. There's a particular philanthropist in the local government that is really interested in youth activities.
Wow, that's a nice
one. He called me randomly that he has been seeing our programs and willing to support us whenever we're having a youth program. And he waited and sponsored the program.
So have you ended up the program now?
Yes, it's a day training. We ran it yesterday.
All right. Now, let's look at it. The program is My Lagos Experience. We want you to share your Lagos experience with us. Are you a Lagosian?
I'm not a Lagosian.
Okay.
But I have lived I was born in Lagos, actually.
Okay.
I'm from Ogun State, Ijebu to be precise.
Okay.
I was born in Lagos. I schooled in Ibadan.
Okay.
And I had my university, my tertiary school in education in Ibadan. My primary school was in Lagos,
Okay.
and secondary school also in Lagos.
Okay.
So I also live in Lagos. So my experience in Lagos has been fantastic. Lagos is a good place to be. It's a place of opportunity. You are ready to pick
those opportunities.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think you are one of the first sets of guests that put it straight that he is not a Lagosian. A lot of people claim to be a Lagosian when they come here, but it is well spelled out. You're from Ijebu, and you were born and raised in Lagos, school in Lagos, nursery and elementary and
Lagos,
secondary school.
tertiary education was in Ibadan.
Now let's compare and contrast.
Yes.
Live in Ibadan and live in Lagos. So far, what will you say about it?
I think life in Lagos is a bit tedious.
How do you mean, sir?
Tedious because traffic and the population of Lagos.
I was saying there are no vehicles in Ibadan.
They are not as many as in Lagos.
A lot of people still don't have vehicles in Lagos State.
Because the population of Lagos State is huge. We have people that come from the east, people that come from the southeast, northeast, northwest, different regions. But rather in Lagos, because they want to make an
But Ibadan is also densely populated if we look at it. Is it not the largest city in Africa?
Ibadan is also but the commercial activities in Ibadan is not as huge or not as big as Lagos. We have so many commercial activities in Lagos, and we have so many opportunities in Lagos. So people believe Lagos is a place to make it good.
So maybe I should say people like you, because if I ask you now, will you choose Lagos over Ibadan or Ibadan over Lagos?
I would definitely pick Lagos over Ibadan.
Is it because you are the coordinator of
No.
Lagos State?
Lagos is an interesting place to be. So many tourist places to visit. You can come. But also we have
Very fantastic. We have Bukoa and so many others.
But I cannot skip Lagos for other states.
But is Lagos as peaceful as Ibadan?
This is a very difficult question.
How do you mean, sir?
It's very close, very dicey to pick. Ibadan also is very peaceful. Because I schooled there, I stayed over 5 years in Ibadan. Even after I finished my tertiary institution, I still go to Ibadan. It's very the applicable environment.
And standard of living too. Some people will say Ibadan is better when it comes to expenses and what have you. Yeah. Also, I want us to look at it from the area of getting accommodation.
Ibadan is not as expensive as Lagos because Ibadan is an ancient city. So we still have our agricultural practices, agricultural activities in Ibadan. So you can hardly hear of farmland in Lagos because there's no space to practice agricultural activities, agricultural farming in Lagos. So I think that is not as expensive to live in Lagos. So Lagos is more expensive to live. We're talking about accommodation wise. Lagos is absolutely a place can compare to Ibadan when it comes to accommodation.
Okay, where is your wife from?
My wife from Edo State.
Edo State. You met in Lagos or outside Lagos?
We met in Lagos.
One of the many opportunities Lagos has given.
Yes, wonderful opportunity.
And you see, still talking about Ibadan, I am emphatic about Ibadan because you studied there. Some people still opine that, as a matter of fact, do you know that some people work here in Lagos and they are based in Ibadan? They stay in Ibadan.
Yes, because
even Ogun State, where is your state?
Because I think you should give it to the government of Lagos, the Lagos State government. They've done wonderfully well in the aspect of me. Because me saying that is very simple. People working in Lagos and people working in Lagos are still living in Ibadan because they have smooth transportation system. So it's Lagos government has made it easy for them to go to work from Ibadan to Lagos. So it's a very, 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 very good initiative from Lagos. So the rail system is seamless. You can live Ibadan. You can live Ibadan by 7 a.m. Before 9 a.m. You are in Lagos. So it's a very good initiative and idea from Lagos State government.
So are you now going to say that Lagos is a perfect environment? Is there no things you want to point at that the government should get right or the community members should get right?
Lagos is not perfect. It must be said, it's not perfect. It's not perfect because but they are doing the government of Lagos State. They are doing wonderfully well. They are doing wonderfully. There are some areas they need to work on. There are some areas they need to improve on. Areas like transportation aspects, congestion of traffic, we have a good road system in Lagos. We have most 70% of don't let me be too
you want to exaggerate because you're exaggerating already. Because if you ask me, you're sounding as if you're part of the system. As a matter of fact, you're part of
one way or the other, I'm part of the system because National Youth Council of Nigeria usually work with the government of the day
as a recognized body
and is the apex youth body in Nigeria. And we have it in federal level, we have in state level, and also have it in local government level, which I am opportunity to be the coordinator of Ojukwu FCD.
All right, we'll be back after this time out. just joining us, we are live on the Falcon Radio, and the program is My Lagos Experience. I remain yours truly, the mayor of Lagos City. And I have here with me Comrade Sulaiman Aziz Emmanuel, the coordinator of National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ojokoro LCDA local branch. And Comrade, if you look around, most of the youths are constituting nuisance. And I want you to be sincere in your response. Youths that hold to be adding value to the community, to the society. You see them taking out drugs. There was this post recently on social media, and I think it came from one of the African countries, and it has one way or the other also penetrated into Nigeria like a virus that has eaten into our system. You see them even going to the extent of going to grave sites, getting bones of the dead bodies, mixing it with some other chemicals and smoking it. Where do we go from here? How do we undo that? You as the youth leader of an entire local government, what are the steps you are taking?
It is very disheartening to see our youth engaging themselves in drugs. That is the reason why we always embark on our advocacy on drugs. We have done 2 programs on that, enlightening people, educate people why hard drug is not good for their health. Because it has caused a lot of damages.
Yes.
A lot of damages in our society, which is very, 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 very terrible. So we engage in advocacy in drug abuse at state level and within our community, so that we pick them away from the street. I also commend the Lagos government bidding rehab for the youth that they are taking the
Such as drugs.
That cause a lot of menace, which we are not folding our hands on that. We continue to do advocacy program against hard drugs, which I also encourage other local government coordinator NYC to embark on such advocacy, so that we can pick our youth from the streets, from the streets.
Now let's go further by talking about your personal Lagos experience.
Okay.
Has there been any experience that you were like, wow, this shouldn't have happened to me on the street of Lagos, that you want to share with Lagos?
I think it's last year. Towards the ending of last year, it happened in Agege under bridge. I was coming from youth meeting at.
Is Agege not under your jurisdiction?
Agege, you have Agege.
Okay.
So it's not under my jurisdiction.
I think there's a portion of Agege that falls under Ojokoro LCDA.
Yes. Okay. I think the portion is under the Pennsylvania bridge.
Okay, so
this
it's
other side. It happened other side of the bridge, which falls in Agege local government.
Okay.
It was a very terrible experience. I was coming from meeting. I think I was coming from Ikeja.
Okay.
We went for our monthly coordinators meeting. When I was coming, it was late though. It was around 10:30. So I about to cross to the other beach. I was attacked
By
miscreants.
they will definitely be youths,
Yeah, they are.
and that is all we're talking about.
They are.
Hmm.
5 of them. They were harmed.
And this happened even when you still occupy the office of the youth leader.
Last year. This happened last year. November or December.
You did not tell them, look at my face, hey, damn it on here.
It was a very terrible experience. They collected my purse.
Wow.
They collected my earpiece. I was lucky to put my phone inside my folder.
Okay.
So they didn't see the phone. They collected the phone. So they brought out knife. They brought out one of them brought out bottle.
Was it very late?
10:30 on that beach. Very terrible. Very terrible.
And how did you escape? They collected all that.
They collected my belongings, but they didn't see my phone. It was very terrible experience.
And situation like this, how will you advise the government to tackle such? Because there is nothing stopping anybody from moving from one place to another around 10:30. Yes, they will tell us night scrolling is not good, but that is not too late.
I think the government need to work on that. Security, they have to perform the security architecture within the community because it's not too late going on 10:30. We have people that work in the island that they close late. The people enter the house.
And even some move that early too, and they also have their own hotel.
We can't fault people that are coming home late or going very early because it could be the nature of their work. So I think I will advise the government to pay for security architecture within the community and within the local government area.
No doubt you would have spent over 2 decades in Lagos.
Yes.
Was that the only experience that was so terrible?
I think that was the only terrible experience.
So you've been one of the safest youths on the street of Lagos.
I'm lucky.
Wow, good to hear that. Now, you said that you married an Edo lady.
Yes.
Here in Lagos?
Yes.
You met here in Lagos?
I met her at Ikeja. I went for a training.
Youth affair?
No, necessarily. It was a government, Lagos government
organized
programs because she's a staff of Lagos State.
You have benefited so much from Lagos State government.
I'm also a staff of.
Wow.
So we met at a retreat.
Okay.
Which was organized by Lagos State government. So she's a very beautiful person. I pushed her. We changed, talk, registered, and that's how it's.
I want to emphasize that you are a major beneficiary of Lagos and the Lagos State government.
After that.
All right, we will be back. Yes, and welcome back to my Lagos experience from the Falcon Radio, and Comrade Sulaiman Aziz Emmanuel is still here. He is a coordinator of National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ojokoro local branch. You are making money in Lagos.
Yes.
As a civil servant, you are making money.
Because it's doing
and you are making it double. Good. Nice to hear that from you. Lagos is doing well.
It must be said
for you. Your wife is also making money from Lagos.
Yes.
Now, some people believe that there is no money in Lagos. How will you address people like that?
I would disagree on that. I would say it's always depends the way and the level at which you position yourself for opportunities. I'm not saying it's by my
Your own
efforts, or it's God. But it's always good for you to pick and to position yourself for opportunity. So I can't say Lagos is, if you are idle, or if you are not ready to work on yourself, or strategize, plan yourself, you can't be in Lagos and not make money.
So you are saying you strategize yourself and opportunity found you.
I think I must say that.
Or you were connected.
No, you can say that. But it's God's grace. God's grace.
Yes, comrade. Now, Lagos is a land of opportunity. People will say a land of plenty. But a lot of people are also claiming, as you have your leg here and your leg there now, because you married from Edo. Some people are claiming that it is Edo people that owns Lagos. Be careful with how you respond, so that your food will not be salted when you get home. Are you also subscribing to the fact that it is Edo people that owns Lagos?
I can,
just like I said,
I will disagree on that. I will disagree on that. Okay. I think Lagos is a cosmopolitan area. We have different tribes in Lagos that strive for themselves. So you cannot categorically say that Lagos is for a particular tribe. We have Edo people in Lagos that do very well. We have Yoruba people in Lagos that do very well. We have Igbo people in Lagos. We also have Invas people in Lagos that do well. It depends how you shape up your life and how you strategize, how you plan, how you establish yourself in Lagos. If you are a Lagos citizen, you don't find something doing for yourself, or if you don't seek for opportunity, you will not make any money. You don't make any money. It's not about a certain sector of tribe made Lagos what it is today. No, it is a collective effort of all tribes in Nigeria. So based on that, I will not say, I will not accept, I will not agree that Edo people or non-Yoruba people make Lagos.
Okay, but you agree with me that the government of Lagos State is doing so much
fantastically well,
and even for the youth in Lagos.
Yes. Yes, they are doing very, very well for the youth. Recently, I think 2 years ago, the Ministry of Youth and Social Development sponsored 28 youths from different organizations to Canada for study. That is a very brilliant.
You mean 28 connected youths?
Not connected, random youths.
Seriously?
Yes. NYC state chairman coming at me. We went with them. We have other ordinary youths that are institutionalized. We went for the leadership team in Canada. So I must commend Lagos State government.
Right. And what are the youths giving back in return to the society and the government of the state?
Youths are giving back to the society, but their effort is not enough. We youths, we need to participate more in program of the community. We need to engage ourselves. We need to engage ourselves so that we can impact more meaningful activities in the space of youth. So I will admonish my fellow youth that they should all hands to be on deck for greater development of Lagos State.
Do you know that a lot of people did not participate in the last local government election in Lagos?
Which is bad. Which is bad. They are the same set of people that will complain that the government is not doing enough, and they are not participating. If you don't join them to do something, if you don't join them to know what they are doing there, you know what they are doing there. So it's always good to participate in government programs, participate in politics, and participate in different programs that will bring meaningful development within the community and society. You can't just be redundant and always criticize, always
The government.
always castigate the government. By coming together, by participating, you also bring your ideas, your talent for the development of the state.
Most of the youth class stay on social media, making comments, and most of them also casted their votes online. How will you advise those that fall in that category?
I don't think the last election there was an initiative about voting online.
Yes. What are you trying to say? Indirectly, both of them does not even have a voters card. But on social media, they make the loudest noise.
I tweeted something about this. I think last week that there is no polling on social media. Politics is purely local. It's purely local. You cannot be ranting. You cannot be castigating online without having your PVC, without joining one party or the other. It's not possible. You can't make impact by just criticizing.
Sure.
You can't make impact. You cannot make impact by just criticizing. You get involved with what people are doing in your country. You go out to get your PVC. You go out to join a particular party. So that you can add meaningful ideas and development to the community. You can, so I always it's always baffling me when people
stay online to criticize, condemn the government without playing any role.
The government cannot do it all alone. All alone. We have to come together to make this country a better place.
I tell people that care to listen that leadership is a serious responsibility. From your own experience as the #1 youth of Ojokoro FCDA, how has it been? Has it been so easy to lead the people, to deliver on their yearnings?
I must say, it has not been easy. You have to make sacrifices. You have to make commitments. You have to a lot of things. Leadership requires a lot of commitment, a lot of passion, a lot of volunteerism. You must have it at the back of your mind that it's not always it's not only for you to do something before you do something. You must cultivate the habit of volunteerism. Do something free will, so that your society will be meaningful.
Talking about sacrifice, in the course of this duty, has there been any time that your wife felt, wow, so many of them would not be there for the family, and she expressed a displeasure?
So many times, because my wife is a person that's highly understanding. She knows leadership. It requires a lot of sacrifice.
Because you are getting the dividends.
No, no, necessarily that.
Maybe because as the #1 youth, a lot of aiming and a lot of things you are taking on.
You can say that again. She knows that leadership is a big task. So that you have to balance family life with their leadership. So she always gives me an ability to operate so that I can deliver, because it's a mantle. I was one that seek for the post. So it will not give me on a platter of gold. So I have to make effort to let the community know that I am striving to be part.
But are the ladies in the system, are they quite aware that you are married?
Yes, they are aware.
And have they disconnected themselves, or are they still raising hope? Because your contemporary from Ifaboja was here last week, and he admitted that you live in the midst of ladies. And
ladies, young ladies, we do activities together.
Okay. I'm not talking about activities are different.
Activities are meaningful activities.
Yes, activities can also be done indoor.
No, not like that.
So no, we are married and no side chick. Now, the government, local governments that will be sworn in, the administrators that will be coming in the next few days. Are you expecting to see youth in the system?
Yes, of course. I'm expecting to see high percentage of youth in the system because the population, the percentage of youth in Nigeria, I think is over 65%, if I'm not mistaken. So
over 65%, about 40% are non-active, they are passive because they don't have PVC. We should not forget that.
Yes, you are very correct. So I will advise our leaders to bring more youth on board so that we can have a brilliant administration, a meaningful, impactful, developmental administration. So I will be happy to see more youth in the system.
Yes, you'll be happy to see. But so far, will you say the youth that have been engaged in the system of governance, have they justified the given opportunities? For the youth to be asking for one.
Do you want to talk from a local government perspective or generally?
Whatever, all I can tell, and people are also listening, is the fact that you are a youth leader.
Okay, I would say the youth that they've given the opportunity to serve, they are doing well. The example is the Minister of Interior, Dr. Tunji Ojo. He has revamped the Ministry of Interior, which everybody is talking about. So he's also a youth and he's making positive impact in the ministry. The same thing applies to the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogunlende, is making positive impacts in Lagos as Commissioner for Youth. So many youths that so many youths they've given opportunity are making meaningful impacts.
Now let's take into your local
government. This outgoing administration, there are a lot of youth, in the system. The youths that are in the system of this admin system, they did not really afford, I would say. There is very few of them that are making positive impact because they have supervisory councillor, which I'm working on that. It's also a youth. It's not always responsive. I don't know his problem, but it's not always responsive when it comes to youth activities and youth.
Has there been any time such a youth? Have you approached such a youth to call his consciousness to think?
So many times.
Is he one of you?
He's not one of us.
What I'm trying to say
is
he's not a member of the community.
He's a member of the community.
Okay.
He's a member of the community because he's not politically inclined. He's not politically inclined.
It's all right. We'll be back after this music break. don't do the will of the people as a leader, definitely they are going to turn their backs at you. So far, will you say, in your capacity as a leader of the youth in Ojokoro LCDA, you have done very well?
I think I've done it.
Okay.
I think I've done it, and I cannot be the one to judge myself.
Okay.
People in my local government really want to judge me and rate me. But I think I have been able to, so far so good. I've done my best, and I will continue to do my best.
According to you, you said you've stayed 3 years in office.
Yes.
So how many years are you to spend?
4 years.
And that is a single
We're
time.
wrapping up. Yes.
So what should we expect from you?
I can also vie for the second time if all the opportunities also available. There's a room for me to
Okay, to be wrong for second time.
Yes.
Okay. We have Aremo Jesu here. He said, my Oga, well done, boss. I greet my youth coordinator representing Ojokoro LCDA. That is one of the people from the local government. And we'll take this music break, and we'll be wrapping up when we get back. Yes, nothing lasts forever, and that is why we'll be wrapping up on my Lagos experience here today. It has been a wonderful session with the youth coordinator, National Youth Coordinator, National Youth Council of Nigeria, coordinator of Ojokoro LCDA. Comrade, you said if grace permits, you run for second term. Now, the business of youth. What will you say to the youth that are interested in politics but does not know how to go about it? What will you say to those that are constituting nuisance on the streets of Lagos? What will you say to those that are taking hard drugs, and to those who are laying, those that are going with their duties diligently in Lagos State?
My advice to the youth taking hard drugs, I will advise them that they should shun the hard drug, taking of hard drugs. And I also advise the parents to work more on their children. Parental care is very, very important. And peer pressure is another factor that push them to taking of the hard drug, which I will admonish parents to monitor their children.
Okay.
Monitor their children, and the youth also. The youth also, they should pick themselves up so that they can make meaningful impact within the community and within the local government.
And to those that are interested in politics but doesn't know how to go about it, what do you say to them?
It is not difficult to participate or to go into politics. You go to your nearest party local government, tell them want to register, you want to join the party. You can also go to the local government, ask people where do you register for, where do you register for party
membership,
or go to INEC office to register for your voters card. If you have that, you are good to go. You're good to go. It's very good to participate in politics so that you know that you can add value to the community. community.
All right, thank you so much, coordinator. So it's been a beautiful 1 hour with the coordinator of National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ojokoro LCDA, Comrade Sulaiman Aziz Emmanuel. We hope when next we call on to you, you will hearken to us.
Always.
And extend our esteemed regards from Ipapo Radio to the good people of Ojokoro LCDA and to your beautiful wife from Edo, the gift that Lagos and Lagos State government has given to you.